Well, listen, folks, we're going to be talking about the Dave Chappelle doc, Unstoppable. And just in case there's room, the Philly mob thing, this Philly mob thing.
Spears and Steinberg. You know what the it is? Aries and Andy, chewing the jerk. You know it's time to get this work. The real raw, gutter, uncut, cold. No political corrections. Always sleep. Being awoke. We discuss politics and jokes. Scribe, we lit. There's levels to this. Before you was on your mama. Aries Spears don't give a fuck. We talk about race a lot, racism. Much love to my loyal bag holders, rollers, loaders. We got them in the folders. The whole world on our shoulders. Spears and Steinberg. Yeah.
So listen, folks, I think we're going to be gone for 10 days, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, between us being here in Arlington, and then from here we leave straight to the Bahamas. Where your girl is, the Bahamian nigga, Dexter St. Jack. He swings well. What a girl like you doing on the island like this, girl? This that Bahamas should be here right now. Tell me what you're crying about. Eddie Murphy raw. And then we do a New Year's Eve in the Bahamas, and then we slide off to St. Louis and finish there, and then it's back home.
For like 3 days.
Home for 3 days?
Yeah.
And then where we go?
Then we have like, don't we have like theaters after St. Louis?
No.
Oh, incidentally, Pittsburgh was canceled.
Yeah, I saw that. No. Then we have Irvine. And then.
Oh, we back on my side, though.
Yeah, but I'm staying on that side while we're out there.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
Well, listen, folks, we're going to be talking about the Dave Chappelle doc, Unstoppable. And just in case there's room, the Philly.
Here we go.
But I got a feeling because this Dave Chappelle special, that's going to eat the hour. So again, you know, the Philly thing is coming, baby. It's coming. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure, I'm almost guaranteed we do it in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Because we're going to need something to talk about, and we haven't discussed what that is yet. So before we get in, listen, man, every Christmas, every birthday I've had for the last tenure.
Someone's coming in right now.
Dealing with this guy here. He's always got me something. And sometimes I feel bad because I'm like, do you
Here we go.
Andy anything? But I do so much.
What do you do?
What do you do?
Are you two niggas serious?
I'm just kidding. Of course I'm not serious.
But anyway, Andy's always got me something that I kind of was like, oh, that's, you know, anytime you get something, you're grateful. But it was like, okay, nice. It was a beautiful thought. Not saying I didn't like it, but, you know, what I'm ultimately getting to is very rarely do people give you something that you go, well, no, wait a minute. This is meaningful. And he got me something for Christmas because he knows I'm a video game guy. And he got me the PlayStation, what's it called? Backbone. So as a gamer, I hook my phone up to it, and then I'm in business, right?
Yeah.
Now, what I did wonder is, so obviously whatever game you download on your phone, right? Once you put your phone in the contraption, how does it know to obey to the buttons?
I have no idea. I'm not a gamer.
Yeah, that's...
But it basically turns your phone into a PlayStation.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering, but now you see the what we call it, the PlayStation controllers, the L3 and the R3
Good
sticks.
God.
And then you have the directional pad, and then you, of course, you got the core.
Come on, man.
How does your
This is
phone
freaking
know to
too
respect
much.
this? I can't wait to see it.
It's in the. Oh, there's words. Listen, guys. By the way, just before we get, I had to get a little bit of medication, a little high. We'll see how this works.
And so I was so grateful for it when Andy gave it to me yesterday, and I am grateful, and I love you, dude.
Thank you, man. I love you too. That's why,
man,
you know, I
that-
always. But during the holidays, dude, you know, I think about this, and you know, I've done this with a very short amount of time with you.
I could get
how
them.
long
It's just
your career is.
Goku's annoying right here.
I can't imagine doing all the stuff you do, and you did it by yourself. And
Let's see how he is with the other players.
Dude, I don't get how you were able to do it.
Very depressing life.
It's not. I know it wasn't a depressing life for you, but I mean there is.
No, there's moments now where it stinks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
just and I always when we're on the road, I was like, yeah, this is part of the team, man. You gotta you're together. You're in.
Good
this.
God.
Listen, man, not to get on some sentimental.
When your severe asthma says you can't, Tespire says you can. Tespire is an add-on treatment for people 12 and over that helps you prevent attacks and
Freaking
relieve
ad.
asthma symptoms. Tespire is not a rescue medication. Serious allergic reactions may occur. Get help for swelling of your face.
Oh,
mouth,
man, my
tongue,
blood
trouble
is-
breathing.
I get
Rash or
nauseous
allergy
when
can
I
happen.
lose like
Don't
that.
stop asthma treatments without talking to your doctor. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection or your asthma worsens. Avoid live vaccines. Sore throat.
Or some, mushy. But you gotta understand, I prior to you and Mark, this is what it was. And you get used to solitude. It don't mean you like it. Now, there are times when it's absolutely peaceful and what you need, but then there are times of boredom. And I gotta tell you, man, I can't see this now without the two of you guys. Because this guy here, like, he's really grown on me, like a piece of my body I can't show in public, but it's there.
I think it's like a fungus.
It's like testicles. They're with you, but you can't take them out and show people. You know what I'm saying?
Put your goddamn away.
See, like that. You know what I mean? It's a cute look. He's like, if you go somewhere and you eat
What?
at a fine restaurant and the waiter goes, dessert? The option's nice, but you don't always want dessert. But it's nice that it's on the menu.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like a nice tiramisu.
I was just about to say tiramisu.
Or, because your last name is Silverstein, a tiramisu.
Oh, I like that.
Okay. So let's dive in. The first thing that
Now Andy can't retire.
Oh, he can.
lock the door, Bronx Tale. Now you can't leave. Dude,
Okay, bro, we get it.
because
You can fucking do a lot of combos.
it's called Unstoppable, but it's not until you watch it right from the beginning, it smacks you in your face, because it's called The Unstoppable Act 1. And I went, why didn't Netflix just call it that? Why did they just call it Unstoppable? Just say Unstoppable. The way Pryor used to have his albums have the word in it openly. See, this is the moist time.
Yeah, it is a different time though. But then
This
you
guy
had a bunch of white.
freaking annoying, bro.
But
If you're
when-
white, can you say it?
When have you not been able to say it if you're white?
Well, like in conversation. Like
Good
like-
God.
But no white person would call it that in conversation unless
God!
they themselves. Yeah.
This game
Hey,
sickens me, dude.
You guys see the Unstoppable? Listen, I just think, and this is why, as I've said on this pod, when black comedians curse, there's a sauce to it. For us, cursing is an ingredient.
Yeah.
And it's a spice. And there's just something potently powerful about calling it the Unstoppable, especially when you see the context in which the special is put. And the thing that I also, when he said Act 1, boy, I tell you, this is the thinking machine that is great writing for Dave, because there's no way he put that out there, meaning there's going to be a follow-up called The Unstoppable Act 2. Great storytelling, great drama. Makes you do this. What's next? Oh,
Come on, dude. I have to fight this guy with simple moves because it's too much, dude.
How you view investing.
I don't get it.
and that's what Dave does.
I said Dave is to me. I can't get past Pryor. but like it's always, it's right there. It's A and B, like number one, A and B to me.
And what you up, and let me go ahead and jump ahead just to tie this in. But the way that it ends, which I thought, Dave always ends the specials with the black and white stills of him and the other famous people
What?
he loves and admires, and vice versa.
It's fucking bullshit right now, bro.
What I didn't expect was how they really ended it. Took his picture,
Get the
put it in the file, closed the file, FBI files, the unstoppable.
Oh my goodness.
The FBI's on him now.
Get the
It's like if that was a book from cover to cover. What a
Get the come on, man.
sequel even more. This knows how to get you, man.
I think before you even get to that,
How is it?
Remind me.
it was
Oh
right
my
after-
gosh.
It was unannounced.
Unannounced, right. And as many eyes were on that fight,
And then it's
I gotta stop playing this
now
game,
how
bro.
much is that is him or marketing outside of him? But it's associated with him, though.
Look at this.
agree to it.
I can't even freaking move.
I thought that was genius because everybody was going, "Did you see this? What?
Right.
What's special?"
Right.
And everybody.
Oh my goodness, bro.
It caused even more fervor.
This isn't even
Being
freaking.
here in
What? Who makes this?
Arlington. This guy who has this podcast called Boss Talk. I've done it before. He paid me to do it again yesterday, which is why is what I did yesterday. He picked me up, drives me a half hour out to his little studio shop. We do the thing, and he tells me, of all the people he's interviewed, one of the people he interviews is Ali Sadiq. Cut to, we get done with
Got
the
him.
pod. There's a barbershop.
Sickening,
a couple
bro.
spaces down.
Strict.
I just want to go quickly run in because I'm thinking maybe I can get my hair cut for real quick and then make it back in time for the show. So I open up the barbershop door. Number of Mexicans. It's a Mexican barbershop. So I said, nah, I can't do this. So as I'm leaving, he goes, yo, did you want to get your hair cut? I go, yeah. He goes, yeah, my man got a barbershop literally 15 minutes from here. We'll take you and have you hook you up. He calls his man, tell him I'm coming. He goes, we're pressed for time, so Aries got to get in and out.
Get out of here, you
Go to the
freaking
barbershop.
weirdo, bro. How are you that good at this game,
They
bro?
showed me so much love, and their jaws dropped when they saw me come in. Cut to the guy that's cutting my hair is cousins with Ali Sadiq. And I said on the podcast before I even knew that, I think Ali Sadiq.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with him?
You can't even move, bro.
He's underappreciated, undervalued. Same thing as underappreciated, but he deserves more flowers. But that motherfucker's a beast. And here's why I'm saying this: when you go, Dave Chappelle dropped a special nobody knew about. I didn't know this nigga is dropping his third special in a year. Ali Sadiq is a monster,
He
man.
puts out a lot. And I've seen things where he just basically, it's not even fancy. It's just single camera at a club. Could even be the club camera. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
And he'll just put out a full hour.
Yeah.
But he's a storyteller, and it's hard for storytellers to get the same attention. Dave is exceptional.
Dude, I get too
because
worked up on this game, bro.
Dave had different platforms that allowed his storytelling to be bigger, and that's why I love Dave so much, because Dave has taken the genre to another dimension that I don't think that it was getting before. I think his way of combining comedy and storytelling
What do I
is
wanna
what's
work
made-
on?
what, to me, makes Dave as great as he is. That's what made Pryor great. He took it.
I
to
gotta
another
do
level.
stuff simultaneously, dude.
Sadiq, though, is a storyteller. He's amazing.
Let me ask you this: when you go storytelling,
Let me
does
ask
it
you
get-
this.
Do you think that part of that, and I think part of it, is because like Cosby, he sits down, and Dave's a phenomenal. Dave's one of the best storytellers, but Dave moves. Dave stands up, and I don't know any of this to be like this is some scientific
Throw away all my
facts.
notes, dude.
But it's something to me about when you sit down, the audience becomes too comfortable. Not saying you can't be potently funny.
Well, that's a good point.
When you're in such a relaxed posture as sitting down, I think the audience mentally sits down.
I think it's hard to listen to someone maybe that you don't know, that you're not, again, with Dave,
Come on, man,
there's
get in.
reference for Dave, so you listen.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's a long story.
Right.
There we go.
Listen. And Dave talked about
We got one.
having issues with the audience listening to him throughout the whole thing, because a lot of times a comedy audience wants jokes.
Get
They
away
want
from me,
some
lady.
rapid. There's comics that have, what is the do you remember how many jokes it's supposed to be per second? Like every 11
Little
seconds.
LPMs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
Yeah,
is-
but see, that's science.
Yeah. That's the science of it. But there is something to that. That's why they were able to come up with this. And Dave threw that out the window. I think, though, when you don't know the person, you're not as intent on listening to them. You want to be entertained. You don't want to have to listen to someone. You want to be entertained. And I know that there's a difference between listening and entertainment. But you want those big jokes. You want those big laughs. You want to get that. So I think the audience sometimes isn't in tune yet, and I think he's somebody that I think that people who are storytellers, people who have a story like that, you're a slower burn. You're gonna continue to build an audience, but it's gonna become a stronger and stronger audience. And I think Sadiq gets that audience.
You know, from time to time when I'm on stage, I'll sit down, but no sooner than I sit down, I get up, cause I would like to be able to sometimes in my mind just sit there. But my instinct, my reflex is to.
We gotta wait for a freaking player now?
A little bit. I gotta put my elbow on the mic stand. I gotta lean against the wall. I can't be stagnant like that. It just feels uncomfortable to me.
I think though when you do sit down, it's kind of cool because you're such an aggressive person, and your comedy's aggressive.
Yeah.
So when you sit down, it's like, oh, he's gonna say something. You know, like it's
Let's
like
go,
it's like
go.
a different kind of page that's being.
Now we're gonna get
So
it.
I think you really get their attention when you sit down.
I'm like an aggressive dog, and when I stop, it's to take it. Can you hand me my water, please?
Who's this guy gonna on right now?
I like what you've been doing here in Arlington. Like I like that because you get them bang 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 the whole, and then it turns it down, and it gets real. It's almost
Yeah.
like you get to see the real Aries.
Oh, you're seeing the real Aries from the moment I touch the mic. Pull the mic out of the stand.
Well,
But-
yeah, but the different aspect to you. is the
Yeah.
one that's more, opinionated.
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna refer to this as we go along, and I made no bones about this. I don't lie about this, and to some degree,
Don't be afraid,
Don't cry, but don't be silent. Don't mess up.
but don't make a scene.
Don't try to be a hero.
Don't get your hopes up.
Don't make problems.
Don't forget to plan.
Don't get carried away.
And don't you dare let us down.
I don't want to fall into the trap of doing it where it becomes overtly obvious.
All right, this guy's too easy.
But when I tell you this, Dave inspires the shit out of me. And this is even more reason that I hate that Patrice is gone. Because just to imagine where Patrice would be right now in terms of his point of view and his passion with what's going on today. That there are moments that when I'm doing stand-up, I go, yo, easy on how you deliver certain words, your cadence. Because you almost might make people go, oh, this nigga's trying to be Chappelle. And it's just certain ways that Dave says things, and like when he'll deliver, and I know that there's certain Dave-isms, and again, there's a fine line between he inspires me where I find myself kind of doing that, but I'm also in my head going, I hope I'm not so obvious with it that people in the crowd are going, this. And is
What
that
just
a good
happened,
thing or a
bro?
bad thing?
I don't know.
What just happened right now,
I
dude?
don't know. I don't. I think the comics
Oh,
will probably would catch it more than
freaking ring.
we'll catch it.
The
more
guy
than-
who made the ring got out.
I think it's a bad thing, to be honest. I think it's a bad thing. That's why I don't listen to a lot of comedy specials. I don't listen to a lot of people. I listen to Dave because Dave he doesn't affect my voice because I'm not. I couldn't.
Let's
do
go,
Dave.
bro.
I couldn't do that. But there are other comics that I have
Here we
felt
go.
affected me, so I don't listen to them. I can't because I feel.
And listen, I'm not even saying so much too much on the when you go.
New
Voice does it.
challenger.
I'm not necessarily talking about some sort of
Dang, he's got 2 Brolys and a Goku
being
instinct. This is
vocally or
like
physically. I'm talking about the way this mind works.
it's almost
Jesus
impossible
Christ.
to
Let me
win.
dive further in.
I do have some issues with this though. I love
Well, I
Dave.
asked you last night, did you like it? And I said to you, I've never had. Whenever if you ask me, yo, did you like Dave's? I've loved all his specials. I've never had a butt. I had a butt with this one.
I got a couple butts in here, but let's keep going. But I love but I love the special. You're not even close to the one I'm gonna have. That's what's really funny about it.
Oh yeah,
Am I allowed to play the special on the podcast, or should I not?
like a snippet,
Yeah.
That's some bull crap, bro.
I don't.
like a little snippet.
Depends how many.
Because I was going to go to Netflix, but maybe that's like.
What did you want to play? How?
Well, I'm just saying, if it comes up.
I would.
I
The whole special?
No, obviously not the whole special, but if we played like a part of it, I wasn't sure if it would get copyrighted.
I
or
don't.
anything.
I wouldn't do it because it's gonna get demonetized.
I'm gonna say this like I wrote it because I can't remember exactly what the thought was, so I have to say it like I wrote it. I said, dude, I have to say, when you see the magnitude of how Dave and Kevin fill arenas, and with that much energy that follows, and knowing they have the ability to match that, it almost makes. Oh, okay, now I know where I was going. So yeah, when
Get rid of his
when
Broly.
the special starts, you
One
see
of
Dave
them.
coming out of the tunnel, the energy, the arena. The most people I've ever performed in front of was 5,000, and that was for when Tracy Morgan performed at the Madison Square Garden. It was me, him, and 2 other comics.
Snako.
I don't know, but 20. The roar. It's a game, an actual like basketball.
Come on, man.
So to have 20,000 people roar and scream, and you gotta match that energy, and like almost the theater in the round, that's so massive around you. There is no one place. You have to work the room. And then I said, it almost makes sense why Eddie Murphy is so hesitant about coming
Dude!
to stand up. Yes, his star power and respect.
Come on, bro. This is crazy.
Same energy. Even
This
more
is
so.
stupid, bro.
It's Eddie Murphy.
This is stupid.
But with that long a layoff,
Oh, sorry, bro. I'm playing a game.
you can deliver.
No,
What up, Al? Sorry, I forgot you were
I
here.
don't think so.
Wow.
Nothing. I'm playing a video game. I didn't know you were here.
You take a week off. How do you feel? Okay, so you're taking a lifetime off now,
My
and now you're
cousin's
gonna go work some
freaking.
material. You're Eddie Murphy. How do you work out material?
You can work out material.
How can you work out material?
But let's play devil's advocate. Let's say he did what we said. He goes to small towns, unannounced, pops in, works it, gets it good, and part of me is like, I'm not saying that Eddie was in a time capsule and he's dated, because funny is funny. And to think that a guy of that magnitude in terms of star power would fold under any kind of pressure seems absurd. But he's in that moment. He's worked on material, that energy. And now it ain't like the days when it was like, again, 60s you had Gregory, 70s Richard Pryor, Eddie, one nigga per decade. We've been exposed to the best of the best now. Chappelle, Rock, Epps, Burr. We could name names and names and names and names. So no matter how big you are as Eddie Murphy, the legend, you gotta follow these guys now. So you know what I'm saying?
I think he only has to do. I mean, if I was him, I wouldn't if it wasn't great, I wouldn't put out a special. But I would buy theater tickets to see Eddie Murphy, and if he did, I'd be happy.
We're not talking about theater, we're talking about arena. Which he would sell out like that.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to do or an arena.
I'm just saying, if you threw him right in the fire, could he? You think he could?
If he worked at it,
bring out the puppets.
Maybe 10 minutes of puppets.
You do not need to be liked by everybody. You need to choose your friends and your enemies carefully.
It's no.
Shit it.
No, and it's not because I don't think he's great.
Okay.
But
How am I gonna
when
do
you
this?
have a legacy like that, and you want to come back, you have to go work small rooms, like you just said. And you have all these other people that have a body of work now that have come out after you. We have a mentality now in this social media mentality where everybody that is 20 years old thinks they know everything, and everything that they know is the greatest.
Yeah.
And he comes up there, they're going to be like, he's going to go work out some new material, and they're going to be, he ain't that good. How do you think he
Simplify.
that's
the only
not
way.
going to do well for an Eddie. Eddie Murphy doesn't not do well.
He's got to kill.
So I don't think that he can come back and start with new material in small rooms, listening to people
We
go.
got somebody? Alright, cool.
Do the laugh.
Am I wrong?
Okay.
I want to lean towards you're right, but you got to reserve that space in your head for it's Eddie.
Yeah, because
I
he
gotta
did it
freaking
18
figure
better
this
than
out,
anyone
bro.
else.
And he's been doing it for 40 years, not stand up.
But stand up is
But he's still got that muscle called funny.
Yeah, but you know, this is the funny thing that you just said, because I love when you said the muscle called funny. Jordan came back, and he had baseball muscles, and he talked about that. Had I had enough time to get
Hey,
my
what's
basketball
up?
muscles back,
Pavelino, what's good, bro?
he has his acting,
Happy New
funny
Year, dude.
acting, muscles.
You doing anything? Did you guys,
That's a different muscle. And
did
he
it
doesn't
already
use
pass
it.
for you?
How many years now?
It's, we got like 6
So it's
more
an
hours
atrophy.
until New Year's.
What's an atrophy?
It shrinks. It becomes.
This guy, but won't be able to remember a word like soup.
It's just because he goes to so many doctor visits. That
Yeah.
That's what he has. You know, Chris Rock. Like, what do you think about Chris Rock? Though?
Oh, man. So you guys already celebrated? Did you do anything?
Breaks.
But Chris
He
Rock,
always comes back.
Yeah, Chris stays in the gym though.
yeah,
What?
he does it differently though too. When you go watch Chris working new material, he doesn't have any Chris Rockisms. He doesn't work on Chris. It's not the Chris Rock.
Once
one.
it's
he's
polished
gone.
and ready for camera, then
Nice, bro. Happy New Year.
What you
We're
got?
going to celebrate in a
What
couple
you
hours.
gotta do?
But when he's working his new set, he doesn't put any of that. It has to win before it becomes Chris.
This guy, look at him sitting and waiting.
Look at my hands. They look like they got mangled in a machinery press.
That should be the puppet.
The hand?
The puppet has the hands.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I listen. By no means what I just said do I not think that Eddie Murphy is one of the greatest ever to have done it.
Right.
Do I think that he's still a great person, a great comedic icon? Do I think that if the world was fair and he was allowed to go work out his material without people interfering or audiences being just
Right.
looking at him as a regular as a comic working new material, I think yes. But I don't think that's how this world works anymore.
I should
Well,
be
you
able to
gotta
get this
understand,
guy.
the comedy audiences, obviously, you put your name on the billboard, you're going to draw the people that want to see you. But if you pop in, a lot of those people
What?
younger than me they know Eddie Murphy. But
Dude,
they
6
they
a.m.
didn't,
Good
like,
luck,
grow
bro.
up watching,
3.5 hours of
Professor
sleep is not
Eight.
bad.
Yeah, but if Eddie Murphy
Just
decides
close
to
your
do
eyes.
stand-up, the demographic is going to be our age range mostly.
Well, not if he pops in, goes to a comedy cellar or something.
Yep. But then he has to go there, and all the other people that are at that cellar, that are at the cellar or at the store,
You ever play this
he
game?
has to perform. And if he doesn't hit those marks, the people that don't know him, and that's the first thing I said when you said, you got to understand comedy, Andy.
But do you think he gives a fuck about that to the
Yeah,
people that
he
don't
does.
know him?
Yeah,
I
he
think
does.
he does.
I think he does. I think that legacy
Oh
that
my
he has.
gosh,
you can
bro.
open the book up and attempt to
You're going on a
insert yourself
5K run?
into the comedy thing and expand his legacy. Or you
How
can
long is it going to
respect
take
his
you to do a
legacy.
5K
Because
run?
he talked about doing it, and if he really wanted to do it, that was 5 years ago. He would have done it.
Here's the other thing that makes me nervous. I know it's supposed to be about Dave, but it's all within the realm of comedy.
Oh, 20 minutes?
like
That's
Eddie,
wild.
how
But
he
you're going to
changed his
be...
laugh.
How you going to go right...
He
How you going to
said
go
in
to
an
sleep
interview,
after that?
Back then in the 80s, when he goes, the way he threw around the word fag. He goes, if I had to do it again, I wouldn't do that.
Unbelievable.
See that?
Dude, this game
Eddie,
gives me the same heart rate as
playing
doing a 5K run, I feel.
I'm not saying
All right.
put on another one piece.
Good to see you.
'Cause you ain't gonna do
Thanks
that.
for stopping
And that
in,
would
bro.
look ridiculous at over 60 wearing a tight leather outfit. Not to San Francisco. But I'm just saying, don't pull back on the animal that was Eddie. Don't come on the stage with thoughts of, oh, it's 2025 and political correctness and wokeness and, you know, sensitivity.
How?
Don't do
How do
that.
you do this, bro? How do you do this?
Because if you go online and read it, then that's going to affect you too. I'm telling you, this isn't when you've been out that long, you come back and have to do the. Not that it's harder.
Speaking of a baby,
it's going to be different, and it would affect him.
My coca stays the same. Not stepped on, no baking soda, the product.
I can't take this, bro. I'm gonna have a heart attack playing this game, man.
And they know that. More than they know the chairman of General Mills.
And the thing is, it's not like
I'm not changing the Blue Magic.
I'm not that bad at it, and it's still like, how is someone even going to learn this game?
Returns January 23rd. I can't wait to see if Mar has the balls to.
Like I'm running moves. I'm running moves.
Don't
And
automatically assume that.
You know, I thought it was hilarious. I never said it's bubbly, but that guy. I love that. I love the way he said it. But
yeah, I'm not an anime guy either, but this is Dragon Ball Z. This is an anime. This is life.
Said about the free speech thing.
I just grew up on this game, but this game is straight up like
Sat and talked about it.
as good as it gets as far as Street Fighter.
Specifically used the words that smug.
Well,
And
yeah,
Bill
it's
Maher
definitely
has
smug.
that smug.
Oh,
when
shit,
He,
they gotta-
when he goes, there's things I could say in the Middle East that I can't say here. And both Louis C.K. went, well, that's not true. And then Bill Maher went, absolutely not true. And the smug.
Well,
This
I was
is like,
thinking of, he goes, there was
As good as it
understanding
gets,
there.
bro, as far as the fighting games, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, all that, Marvel vs. Capcom. This is like all that sumped into one. And bro, you actually feel like you're.
This is where I have an issue.
This is one of your butts?
This is one of my butts.
Uh-oh.
Well, you know,
I got food on the stove. I gotta go check it right now.
To
Oh,
say
this guy
that
pissed me
guy
off, dude.
it's not Dave. Dave is smarter than that, and you could do that guy. Yeah, that's the quick Dave. That's the quick Dave. That guy. That's the quick Dave. That's funny. But Dave is also should have got if he wanted to make the point, should have made the point.
Hey everybody, Walton Goggins here. Starting a business is never easy. Go that arrow, that endeavor is about to become a whole
Yeah, man, I'm going to my cousin's. Everyone's meeting up there. They'll probably,
More specifically to what he said.
it's usually every year. It's like
Well, Dave was clearly
it's like
bothered.
30 of us.
Yeah, but he should have said he
Just have fun and
said-
hang out and
Dave has a way to articulate.
Probably
it
play
in a
some
way that
cards.
Really made it.
That would have been another 20 minutes.
the whole family.
I'm not gonna tell somebody.
I'm not going out, dude. It's raining. I don't want to go out. I don't feel like going out.
Handling you when they break in your house.
I just want to
is
go
on you.
chill out.
Because I disagree with Dave.
But it's always. I'd rather do that than go out
there. He got permission
at like a
to
club
say
or
things
something,
there
bro.
Because
I'll be right back. I gotta check the
king
chicken I put on the
basically
stove.
gave him the right, he says it. The king, I was agreed. I'm agreed, and I can say these things.
But within the context of what he was talking about, I think you're misinterpreting it. When he said, he even made jokes about the fact that he could trash transgenders there all day long.
Yeah, no.
And there's no cancellation. Whereas here, he can't really do that.
No, there's no government that's going to come after him.
No, but the whoever the cancel people are.
Yep. And that's the best part. Whoever the cancel people are. So who's canceling him?
Well,
then the other part of that is, wait, before you get to that, Netflix stood up for him, and they told the cancel people, get the f out the room.
Well,
so what is Dave complaining about?
They stood up for him because he's a big cash cow for them. If anybody lesser than Dave might not have been able to get away with that.
It doesn't make a difference. Dave was the one, and he was able to. So, and Dave is the one who said, I can't say. So I have to say this to Dave. Dave. Because Dave,
That guy.
yeah, that guy. Because he proved that he could do it, and he turned it away. And if I was Netflix, I would be like,
Okay.
what do you mean? You
Chicken
can't
is
say that?
good, man.
I don't know. We might agree to disagree, but I think you're misinterpreting.
Chicken's
what he
You're
meant.
good.
saying he's like playing the victim too
There's-
much.
there's-
Yeah, bro.
Because you're
The
saying,
weather
I
here
can't
is
say I
like,
wanna s- I-
it's Southern California.
in Saudi Arabia. Yeah,
It's
that's
literally 80 degrees,
exactly what he
Okay,
said.
listen,
75 degrees year
He
round.
said it all here too. So he did say it, and he could say it. He
But it's
also
raining
said,
today.
which alludes to what he said later.
So
in the
it's
special,
like,
my voice
I mean, it's
is becoming
normal
so
for other
powerful.
places to rain,
Now,
but
this is where my butt is.
And this
you know,
is
it's
where-
raining
this-
kind of
this
hard,
plays
and I
into
don't feel
my
like
budget.
driving to LA. LA's, you know, to get to downtown LA, it's like
Get to that, 'cause I don't wanna rush
35
it.
minutes,
But when he
45
said
minutes.
that, I went,
And
and I'm only saying that.
it's going to be a lot of crazy drivers tonight, drunk, so I don't feel like
Which, when we get to that,
going that
I'm gonna
far, you
ask
know?
my question.
my cousin
But-
lives
but, yeah,
5
so
minutes from
listen,
me.
And I've said on many a podcast, if there is this fight to be had,
This is gonna be a
if
tough
there
one right
is
now.
This march to be led for comedians and creatives to tell cancer culture.
Monday.com, the opposite of any work platform we tried in the past. We tried other work management platforms.
I hate
not naming
Broly, bro.
names. They
That's
all
the
suck.
guy in
Monday, total opposite. Didn't just work.
In the
it spread.
green.
And people became Monday evangelists.
It's too tough
You know why?
to when someone knows how to use them, you can't
Liked.
do nothing against them, bro.
It's not a chore. It's intuitive. You don't have to force anyone. They're on board. You can really see that Monday care about their user. The user.
Look at I can't even
Great
touch the
workflows
guy, dude.
themselves, No IT, no
Oh my
admins.
gosh.
There's no roadblocks. Everything can just be done instantly. We have people creating workflows and showing them off around the company. They take pride in it. I know this sounds like a commercial, but honestly, I never expected it to have this much influence.
Dude.
You guys, this is what we do. Freedom of speech. This is our platform. If we are going to get you to,
I gotta
leave us
take
the
this guy
throne,
out.
Then this fight has to happen as a conglomerate, and we need a leader to lead the charge. And I can't think of anybody better than Dave. Why? Because Dave stood on everything he believed in with his transgender jokes. But again, one of my favorite specials, Closer, an entire hour of one topic, which is an explosive topic, transgenders. And it was brilliant. So if a guy like Dave is leading the march, followed by the Bill Burrs and the Whitney Cummings and all the other prominent names in stand-up,
Whitney Cummings.
back off. Don't try to make a point now. It'd be funny. If we are to win this fight, it's gonna take all of us. Because if we keep just going, cancel culture, whatever, hope I dodge it, hope it doesn't get me, then they're gonna continue to win. But if we, like,
Are you guys seeing this,
pay
bro?
to see us, are tired of it. We're tired of it. Nobody's
I
saying,
can't
let's
suck this
trample
bad at the
the
game.
respect of people's human decency. Nobody's saying that. But enough is enough.
I'm not, dude. There's no
These are
way this is a
jokes.
human
Let's
playing.
separate jokes from reality. And there were certain moments in this where Dave alluded to that with the Saudi Arabia thing that I saw his point.
I get seeing his point, but the point is, I don't want to stray too far into where you want to go. But Dave said, I have a powerful voice. It's become more powerful than I even had intended. Is that what he said, or how I?
Yeah, to some degree, yeah.
Okay. So be careful with what you're saying, because now you say you can't say the same things in America, which you obviously did. And then Bill Maher said, that's not true. And then you said, that guy. How can I take you seriously, Dave, at that moment right there, in that moment, as a comic? Not as the general public. Maybe as a general public, I hear your rallying cry. But as a comic, I'm looking up to you. You've done it. You stood up. You got the backing. You have the power. And then you just said, I can't do this in America. Now, what did you just say? I didn't understand. Wait, explain it to me. Let me see it again, because I don't understand. Replay it, because I don't understand.
Now, let me just re-jog your memory a little bit. So there's this incident which caused Dave to say that guy. There was the incident where Bill Maher made the joke on his show where he goes, "Oh, please, I'm a house," to which Ice Cube responded. He had Ice Cube on, and they both went at it. And he said, "Hey, man, we can agree to disagree, but you don't get to use that word." Then there was the moment where on his podcast, Bill Maher had Bill Burr, and Bill Burr jokingly with him how smug he is. So there's a thing here with Bill Maher where he's higher than thou. I'm the smartest guy in the room. I can say whatever I want. I'm right.
Okay.
Smoke.
And I agree with what you're saying. But that's what I said. Dave is better than that. Than B, take his smugness and take it over a step. But don't say what's not true.
Okay, but in that instant, that guy, if that pushed you to the point where that's your response, I'm not mad at you.
Then Bill's smugness won.
I don't believe that.
It was such a small little thing that
My
would
voice
find it funny, maybe.
has more power than I ever imagined.
That you shouldn't say.
Okay, well, but you can't put those two together. You can't say something that's not true and say that your voice has more power than you could ever imagine. Because if you can't have both,
What?
if you have a powerful voice, then you can only speak the truth. If you lie, I'm going to call you out for it then.
Let's put a pin in that because I really do want to get to that, but I don't want to jump ahead on that yet.
Go on.
But since we're on the topic,
Dave came at Andy's boy. Is that it?
No, we're going to get to that.
Since we're talking about the Saudi Arabia thing, let me say this, and this is part of what inspired me by watching this. And I know you haven't seen it because you've been.
This guy's not even that good, bro.
I saw it the other night.
Yeah, so long story short.
Oh my
I said this
gosh, you
thing
got a
where
wish.
I basically talk about, like Dave, I too performed in Saudi Arabia.
What
And
a
like
freaking
Dave,
rat.
I, like all the other comics, caught the flack from the people. Blood money, blood money. And as I'm saying on stage, and I'm saying here, this combination between white arrogance and white hypocrisy is astounding to me. Because while I'm hearing about you going over there to get this blood money, and I preface it by saying I'm an American, proud to be, will die an American, greatest country in the world. And then I also say to my white fan base, who I don't want to alienate, but I have to tell the truth, and often truth offends. You guys' arrogance and your
Brought
hypocrisy.
him back for nothing,
stop it.
bro.
Because in my 36-year tenure in stand-up, 95% of the money that goes in my pocket is American money. And again, exceptions to the rule.
Woo-hoo,
Europe
sick.
twice, about to be third time, Middle East. But my currency has been American. When the is American currency didn't have blood on it? 400 years of free labor off the bloody backs of my people. At one point, I even looked it up. I think it was around 1805. Slavery was 60% of this country's economy. That's blood money. The American
come
prison
on,
system,
dude.
Often black people serve
How does the
harsher
vanish
sentences
not
for
freaking land
than
every
white
time,
counterparts
bro?
For committing the same crimes. And the American prison system is big business. So stop it with the blood on the hands to me, because for the last 36 years, I've
This is
taken
hard,
nothing but
man.
blood money.
It's tough to actually beat this.
First of all, that joke that you do, I thought.
I mean, to play this
thought it
game
was,
and have
very
joy, it doesn't.
It was very
It's
thought-provoking joke. I did, and I thought it
it
was.
steps into your.
I do have some. I have a hot take. How's that?
See, there's a little spot right there
This guy, man, why are you trying to provoke shit?
when he does that stomp.
Well,
Like after
one
the
of the
third
things-
stop, watch. I get it right
I
now.
would, first of all, I said I think you should do it. I thought you should go to Saudi Arabia. The blood money.
Look, he's gonna take down out my character in one
I
combo.
looked at
I
your
can't even.
feed when you. I don't read social media that often, but when you did and you said that you got a bunch of criticism about this Saudi Arabia and the blood money, it wasn't white people. It wasn't just white people that were saying that to you.
Well, I mean, it's never, nothing is ever
Oh my
just.
God.
It was a lot of black people that were saying it to you, and the reason is.
This guy wants to play like this, bro. All right, bro.
The reason you just said is that 400
All right,
years
bro.
of oppression.
Watch what I'm gonna
slavery,
freaking do,
what
bro.
you have. And this is a country.
Take your little fucking. Take your little
when you
win.
Use a hot take like what you just did, saying blood money and because of slavery, but you're performing in a country which still has slavery.
Take your little win,
They
you
call it the
freaking
American
rat.
prison system now.
No, but
You rat
there, but the
bitch.
country there has slavery.
What do you mean the country there?
Saudi Arabia has slavery.
Okay.
They have enslaved people working for them. So that's just the reason why some people would say, black or white would say that about them about That's what I'm just saying. When you
Okay, let me
you're
just say this, though.
you're conflating those two
let me
really
just
close.
say this: the same people that might complain about what's happening in Saudi Arabia don't do too much to change the racism here.
This is where I think the thought kind of just generalizes white people, and you said that it was a mix of people in the comments or whatever. The people that went, "Oh, that's blood," like that, are probably liberal, and they're probably the same people who complain to
Eat
other
this,
white
you-
people for not acknowledging slavery more and like that. So I don't think it's the conservative people that
It's
are
not
like
the conservative people.
blood money, blah blah. It's the liberals who are on your side.
No, what I'm just trying to explain to Aries is
Fucking
what
piece of
conflating those are and why.
This game,
what those
this
people are
game
saying. That's why
brings
I'm
out
saying-
evil in me, dude.
Because-
I gotta stop.
You know what? If you're that
Or just
goddamn
calm down.
passionate about what's going on over there,
It's okay to
get a
lose.
plane ticket, pack your, go live there for 8 months and see if you can change it.
Well, I think what you did and what all the comedians that went there did, and bringing, you could say what however good or bad that you want to talk about America, but more freedom, more opportunity here than.
Come on,
I
man.
hate to even say it that way. Let's just say that there's
Why isn't it-
a little bit more freedom to move about here
Look
in
at
America
this.
than there is in Saudi Arabia. And I think that you guys brought some of that freedom, an American version of it, to Saudi Arabia.
For me, it's just, and again, don't want to seem like we're getting off topic, but this still is within the topic of what we're talking about. It just brings to mind that Farrakhan, Mike Wallace interview when he says,
How dare
America? So I just listen. You could feel how you want all the blood money and they got slavery, but sit this one out. America's not clean by any means.
No,
So sit this one out.
but I'm not.
We're still in it. We're still
I'm
in
not
it.
saying you're wrong. I'm just trying to. I'm explaining to you what's going on your feed.
So it's not technically slavery, but it's like
It's in- it's
very
a-
low wage.
We're still in it, baby. We're still in it.
Workers
Wow. We're doing all right, actually.
live in bad conditions like that.
Make it a habit. A 10-minute AI routine every morning. You'll be unrecognizable by Christmas. You in?
So, this is how I became the most dangerous person in the room. One habit changed everything. I replaced social media with micro-learning. Now, instead of wasting time on social media, I spend 15
Micro-learning.
minutes a day actually learning how to use AI for writing, planning, brainstorming.
Shut up,
the
you
real work.
fucking
That-
bullshitter.
And they
Hate
can't
these
leave.
YouTube ads.
I'm guessing it's hard for them to leave.
Who's the Middle Eastern Chaz Palminteri over there that locks the door and goes, "And you couldn't leave. No, you just couldn't leave." I thought two funny ass jokes, or the funny joke when Dave did the thing about the Falcon, and he said the Falcon got the mask on. He goes, "Oh, this can't enjoy the show." And when he takes the mask off, the Falcon goes in the air, shoots down 200 miles an hour, and kills a woman. There's a transgender woman, because when it happened, it popped out. Man, this is why this can give you the educational, intellectual, which I thought
This
was
guy's a
brilliant when he did the whole
freaking
Jack Johnson thing.
douche, bro.
That was really.
This guy's a
He can
douche,
give you
bro.
the intellectual filet mignon,
The guy on this
five-star
I'm
restaurant,
fighting against right now is a douche, bro.
exotic
I'm
meal.
so sick right
And then
now.
he can give you the greasy cheeseburger and a brown
6
paper
o'clock,
bag with
6:13.
fries with raw, and then the popped out. Oh God, that combination of being able to do both is one of the reasons why, to me, I think he's one of the most revered comedians on the planet. Because some guys can either give you one or the other. The fact that he's bilingual comedically, that's a gift. That's a gift.
Him and Louis C.K.
And again, I said, I slept on Louis.
He does the
punches a little
same.
harder.
He does the same thing.
No,
where they just go goofy with it and just give you the jokes.
No,
And that's like an automatic attack.
He's sharper than Louis C.K. to me.
I'm saying they do the same thing.
How can they do the same thing as one?
Because they both give you
How
the substance,
young,
the something.
Young boy, quit talking for a second. How can they both give you the same thing if one is sharper than the other? It's not the same thing.
Louis tighter for sure.
Tighter in what sense?
Like you'll laugh more at a Louis show now.
He's probably right because Dave doesn't care about the laughs right now. Dave said it. Dave is about being interesting and finding the funny along the way.
That Falcon callback
is genius.
Yeah.
I think I thought.
Come on,
I
bro.
thought genius.
How does that freaking get blocked?
I gave it to you, but I want to keep.
But let me go back now because I'm just looking at my note. So when he brings up the point,
Yeah. Now he comes through,
he
huh?
brought up the point where he goes, Israel just killed over 200 journalists. Didn't know we were still counting.
Gosh.
Don't cry.
Gosh darn it.
Don't
Gosh
make
darn it.
problems. And don't you dare let us down.
The bespoke AI Family Hub Plus refrigerator with AI vision inside. Even smarter with smart things.
Okay, powerful voice again.
But is he wrong?
Eat that, you fuck.
No, he's not
Eat
wrong.
that.
But when you say journalist,
okay.
I mean, it's the same thing the UN's using. Same thing Mark's
gotta
gonna
get
use
this
right
fucking
now. If you
Broly
have a
out.
social phone and social media, and you get a credential that says you're a journalist, so now you're a journalist, even though you're going to go in the middle of a war zone, told not to go there and get blown up, and now you count as
Oh
a
my
journalist.
gosh.
If you're holding the camera, you're
Journalists are always in war zones.
I gotta whisper.
Yeah, but you're also told where to go and where not to go. Is that not true?
There's been plenty of bomb strikes
Yes.
on places that they said were safe zones.
I'm
and
not
shit like that.
minimizing the fact that there's been a lot of journalists that have actually been killed.
So you're saying all the journalists were in the wrong place?
Listen, I don't know much of what you
did I
guys are
just-
talking. I don't know. Listen, I don't know what much of what you guys are talking about. But and based on what you're talking about, let me ask you this, and then you tell me. So whether they're journalists or not, when he's saying that while the Middle East was catching for killing this one particular journalist, there were this many journalists that Israel killed. So what game are we playing?
That journalist wasn't in a war zone. He was actually called from the comfort of his house to come meet the king or to come have a interview at the palace, and then woke up dead.
Starting to rethink that trip. I'm just kidding.
No. Listen, is that where they were then, and are they changing now? Yes. So am I going to put this on the on Saudi Arabia too the same way? No. Does Israel need to do a better job of not killing journalists that are actually covering it? Yes. But do we have to admit that a lot of the journalists are part of Hamas or not? Because Hamas is part of.
Oh, my
Palestine.
stomach.
And then,
Feel like
when we
throwing
get
up
into
right now,
him
dude.
Saying what he wants to say, and he can say what he wants to do. Yeah, you can. And his feelings on Israel are fine, but he can't raise a Palestinian flag in Saudi Arabia. He can't wear a Palestinian pin in Saudi Arabia. You know where you can do that though?
America.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're saying they're members of Hamas?
There are members of Hamas that are also linked to Hamas that are also journalists. Why wouldn't there be?
I'm not seeing that.
Oh my God.
But what do you read that says they're part of Hamas? Hamas journalists?
You don't think that they're just because you're a journalist doesn't mean that you're not part of another organization. Do you not get that?
Let's not bleed into this too much.
Just saying.
Because I know you two can go.
Terrorist journalism. That's scary.
Hamas is also. You don't know.
That means there's somebody who knows how the cite sources in MLA format and make a pipe
That's
bomb.
what these two are like Ali and Frazier.
No, because he just says stupid stuff, though. It's not even
But
a good
I'm
joke.
looking it up. You're saying so like Al Jazeera's Hamas.
No. Did I say that? Did those words come out of my mouth?
I just said, is Al Jazeera Hamas?
No. Do they support Hamas?
Well, I'm not seeing anything that says that. Oh, these are Hamas journalists.
Did I say they were all Hamas terrorists? First of all, you just said Hamas terrorists, right? But then you'll also be the same asshole that says that Hamas isn't just a terrorist organization. It was part of their government, wasn't it? And wouldn't the government have journalists?
Like you said.
Oh my God! How we
scene.
put these little dots together and come up with nothing.
So when Dave, after he does the joke about the Falcon killing the transgender woman, and then he goes on, and you know, listen.
Let me try to get something in here, man. Come on, Pete.
Where you know you're listening to this going, this ain't true. This is
You
obviously a
got
joke.
this, bro.
But you sell it like
Third
it's
world.
true while you're waiting for the big moment. So when this goes, and they had arrested him committing a crime because that woman had died, and he goes, but then you might be saying, well, if you were convicted, Dave, what brings you here tonight? Turns out because she was a transgender in the Middle East, that's a misdemeanor. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Like this dude, like this is why I go, this is why Dave's my cup of tea along with Patrice. It's like their comedic coke is laced with fentanyl. It's just potently powerful. And listen, man, I've said a million times, I don't deny the man's talent. The box office receipts don't lie. The turnstile receipts at the arenas don't lie. Despite how people may feel when I read these comments and go, a lot of people say, Kevin Hart ain't funny, Kevin Hart ain't funny. To the contrary, he's damn funny. I've said, I prefer Jamie Foxx in movies, particularly dramatically, over his stand-up. I prefer his music over his stand-up. I'm saying Jamie's not funny. He just doesn't move me the way a Patrice did or a Dave does. And I've never watched a Kevin Hart special until now. I watched his most recent special. Mark, pull it up. What's it called? Kevin Hart's recent special. I watched his recent special, and I'm gonna be honest, I snickered twice.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Did you hear what I just said? I snickered.
I only saw 15 minutes.
Twice. As talented as Kevin is comedically, he just don't have that punch to me.
Acting my age.
And listen, he's not gonna be Dave and say controversial shit. He's not gonna mess up that Madison Avenue money, that Capri Sun, McDonald's, bring your family money. That's just not who he is. But I like that.
Because he wants to be like Mike.
Like Mike.
You didn't like his Michael Jordan joke?
It was all right. It was all right.
I thought it was good.
You liked it?
I mean, it wasn't like a whole bit. It was just a little.
I mean, the
small.
overall, the special, you liked it?
I liked the 10 minutes I saw.
But yeah, man. And again, that Jack Johnson, the way he broke all that down. And I'm reading a lot of people now, especially with this special. I don't know who he pissed off on the white side of things. But there's a lot of white people who loved it. But Dave, he done fell off. He's preachy now. You know, he blah, 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 blah. I think people get bored with anything that lasts too long, no matter how good it is. There's got to be a moment where we kick the stool from under you. There's got to be a moment. You can't just be adored forever. And I think Dave's at that point, because I don't see it.
Well,
they didn't like his politics, that's why.
As an owner of Walton Goggins goggle glasses, I know how to make slick-looking goggle/glasses. But I have no idea how to make slick social media styled stuff to sell it. But GoDaddy Aero uses AI not only to create social content out of thin air, it can build a whole social media calendar just for my business. So all I had to do was upload a video of me and my pretty face, and voila.
Walton Goggins goggle glasses are great gifts for all guys and gals.
Try saying that 10 times fast. Look like you know what you're doing at GoDaddy.com.
I think that, well, there's a lot to it right now. I think that Dave is in a place where he's changing comedy.
Yeah.
And when you're in a place that's changing comedy, change isn't easy for people. I don't know that they can actually see it. They don't understand it.
Yeah.
And I think that makes it difficult for people. I think that's why some of the complaining. I still want to get one more complaint in on Dave.
Oh, the snapping of the knee.
Dude, I just don't tell me when I'm supposed to laugh. I got it.
That's for him.
I know. I hate it. I just hate that. I hate those things, man. And that's just me. And I've said it before.
I'll tell you what bothers me more than the knee. I don't mind the knee thing. When he ends the night and flipping the mic.
Nah, I thought that was badass.
No, but I know, but that's like that. I destroyed so bad. Like, we know you destroyed.
We're here.
You're the GOAT. We here. You ain't gotta flip the mic and on the ground. And incidentally, Eddie Murphy was the first one to do that after Delirious.
But this is a great special. It is a great special.
It is.
I don't have any problems with it. I love the way he finished it. I loved every.
What was your favorite joke? Moment.
I don't have a favorite moment.
Don't?
Nope. I like the whole spec. I think. Listen, he's a storyteller, and to me, if you don't get the story, then you didn't get the joke.
I had a goddamn Jesus Christ moment when he did the joke where he talked about Cassie testifying with piss in her mouth. I went, God damn.
That was really funny. That is one of the jokes that's in there. But it's but the story to me is more important. So, but that was pretty funny when he did that because he had me because he was being the Dave that was telling the truth, the seeker of truth, and then he throws that joke in there just to f you up.
Right.
And so that was a really critical moment, and that's the moment that people need. I didn't need it. I was with him. So
where's my phone at?
I get it though, but that was a really good
okay.
And see,
crazy, man.
Again, this is kind of where I go.
Crazy. I'm waiting for this match to start.
Small moments, and I want to
I'll be right back.
Tiptoey when I say moments, because to say moments is to suggest plural. Dave has plural. I might have a moment where I might say something to get you to, again, the Jack Johnson thing. It's like one of my favorite specials with him. I always said, Killing Him Softly is the classic, but equanimity. When he tells the story about Emmett Till at the end, goosebumps. You could hear a pin drop. When he did the thing about Jack Johnson, it was just like, and I think some people, that's what some of his critics mean.
Yeah.
Lengthy, boring.
It's not boring.
Preachy.
Listen.
I love it. It's beautiful artwork. It's, again, Miles Davis. There's a certain level of artistry that you gotta be able to appreciate. And some people don't have that ability.
You have moments, and you could have more moments. You could have long, sustained moments if you weren't afraid of the silence.
You know, this is the part that, and here's where I feel a little proud. When I did do the joke about the Saudi thing, and this happened every time I did it, and the first time it happened, I almost got a little choked up because I was like, holy, that's what I was looking for. And Mark just kind of made fun of it in that smug white way that white people do. But yeah, when I said the thing about the blacks, America having blood money on it, many people, I know that's right. Yes, ooh.
No, I felt it in the room when you said
you
it.
could feel that. And is that funny? No. But that with funny, to me, is the mwah. And Dave's a master at that.
Yeah.
I like your, you didn't say it on every time you did it, but one of the times at least, you're like, stop focusing on what black people do and focus on what you've done. It's like, that's
Thank you for reminding me of that. Because I only said it once, and I'm like, as they call in the vernacular, that's a gem, nigga. That's a gem. I'm gonna write that down. Don't make me forget that. What did I say? Stop focusing on what black people.
Stop on what we do, on what black people do, and focus on what you've done.
Right. Damn, those words are important.
You should have charged him for writing that joke, being the co-writer of that joke.
Are you guys? You guys don't know the best.
The sights, the sounds, the styles. Get tickets at Ticketmaster and experience NBA basketball live. Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the NBA.
File free in the app if you didn't file with us last year. Just file with TurboTax Do It Yourself by February 28th. No matter your tax situation. Get the TurboTax app now.
The best bit in that special, though, was when he was talking about taking over his town. To me, that was the best.
That didn't really move me. Applaud. I don't know where the funny was in that.
What?
I applaud it. It's beautiful. I mean, yeah, I know some of the jokes he made about, yeah.
I think as a whole, the whole story is great. That's to me, he's accomplished what I was hoping. I was hoping more of, and he's doing it, and he's changing comedy, and I think we're witnessing that, and that's what's important to me.
So now let's get back to that part from earlier. When he says, my voice is becoming more powerful. I went,
all right.
Or is this?
Let's see where we're at.
Like, let's be honest. Come on now. What voices that are powerful usually get assassinated? Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Robert Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy. Something happens to them. They become martyrs. Nigga, at the end of the day, you're a comedian. This is jokes. You're not changing a nation. You're not freeing a people. You're not threatening a government.
Well,
you're not stopping money.
So you're using basically what he's not, how he just used that on Charlie Kirk not being today's Martin Luther King.
No, he's not.
Do you see? Is there any reason Dave would be assassinated? Is there any real reason the government would put tabs on this?
Well, probably not. But until it happens, you wouldn't have said the
Listen,
same thing about Charlie
creatively,
Kirk.
that's why I said when he ends it with the picture in the FBI classified folder, that plays great. Let's go. All the intellect you say.
But see, there's some short-sightedness on Dave in his voice and that. When you said, because, I wasn't going to bring up the Charlie Kirk part, but since you brought that up.
Which we're good, because we should have.
I disagree with Dave. And I wouldn't say that.
Is this another butt?
No, it's not another butt, but because when you say you have a powerful voice, then you have to really think about what you're saying. If you said, my voice has become more powerful, and you really believe that, then you have to. Then if you were a good person, or I hate to use the Spider-Man reference, with great power comes great responsibility, then you have to be responsible for it. But to say, what he did, and it made me laugh because I was like, Dave, you missed your own point. He said he did the impression basically of Martin Luther King. Like button.
I think black people should be free. Change.
Would be doing today, Martin Luther King. If there was a Martin Luther King today, how would you get your attention of the young people? How would you make a movement? Online?
That's a different era.
But let's be clear. The joke is hit the like and subscribe. Martin wouldn't do that. He would use the platform, but he's not going to tell you hit like and subscribe.
That's the hyper of the joke, but that is essentially what Martin Luther King was actually doing.
But the point he was making, which I've echoed this many times on the podcast, I think Dave might listen, is that Charlie,
his voice is becoming more powerful than he ever.
Charlie was, doing like rage bait and stuff. That's how people watch these videos. It's what you kind of have to do if you're an influencer online. There are a lot of people put out videos, become popular, for saying controversial things. We want to look at the context.
But when Dave goes, To be these people, you have to be in the negative. You have to say negative shit. I don't believe that Charlie said what he said for the sake of, I'm trying to get clicks by being negative. I believe he believed on what he said. He stood on it, 10 toes deep.
Well, but you know, like how everything with Charlie Kirk is, well, what's the context? The videos he would put out wouldn't show the full context. It would just show, you would just get those little clips and stuff.
But
So
is that
Drive-
him or somebody else doing that?
I mean, maybe it started with. He definitely has control of like what he puts out, especially like in the early days.
Well, it's
Football,
at
okay,
some
we're gonna
point
leave
with
that.
social media, you have no control. Once you put it out there,
Are we in?
anybody can take it and then clip it
No,
up.
I'm talking about the clips that he would put out on his own page.
Oh.
Like that. So yeah, you want to get like, start the video off with something that's edgy and controversial and might be quasi-racist, but...
See, no. There we go again. What? Can you define for me quasi-racist? Because I think you just did what you said, that's what people do to get attention. Define quasi-racist so that I can understand
In a
what
certain
the fuck you're
context,
saying.
what he said could be deemed racist. But whenever you're arguing with a conservative, they have to be like, well, you didn't see the full context. Like, sometimes it makes it better, sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes it does. Did it make it better on Charlie Kirk's?
So you if you light the match, the fire's there.
No. That's you can't. See, this is what you do. This is a very liberal trick. Give me something that Charlie Kirk said that was racist, because you're very astute on it, and you know
we
that.
just go the black pilots thing.
Okay.
Because it's an uninformed argument. I don't want to dwell on this, but it's basically saying that they're putting black people that. They had to lower the qualifications.
That's not.
That's the assumption you would make if they say, "Oh no, black pilot." And then it also assumes that a white person was just going to get that job, not an Asian person.
We're treading the same waters we've treaded before.
Yeah. But that's not what it said, and that's not what it is. So go back and read it. And when you go back and read that too, so we can go back and finish this, then why don't you look up the since these things are oblivious to you, which is unbelievable to me. Why don't you look up Hamas journalist or journalist helping Hamas in the attacks on the 7th? Why don't you look that up so that you can get this thing out that you said I'm typing and I can't find this thing that you're talking about, Andy? Why don't you go look that up? Because somehow
on the 7th, because I also looked up the journalist thing. There's if you would look it up, you wouldn't find much shit saying that these are all Hamas journalists.
I didn't say again.
Hey, did Israel kill their own people on October 7th?
Yes, they did kill some people.
Like,
no,
10% of the people that were killed by.
Nope.
Anyways,
nope.
What do you think about the ending
of this special?
Yeah, not the flip, but the Israel.
He didn't say Israel.
Or I stand with Israel. That's
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was genius. But go on.
No,
it's nothing you haven't seen on Twitter, like people say on Twitter.
No, the way he said it was what was genius.
Just, without getting into a long tirade, I just want to know. So standing with Israel, good or bad?
I stand with Israel.
Okay. So if somebody says I stand with Israel, that's a good thing.
No, but he said it in a way. What he was saying is I don't stand with Israel, but he said it in a different way.
Chappelle did?
Yeah. He said if I need to give you a code word, something that I would never say so that you know. How does he say it? Do you know how he said it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because Dave's Muslim.
I could end this whole game right now, dude.
I haven't been to the grocery store in months because this delivery service offers hundreds of high-quality, non-GMO groceries and recipes that help me feel my best daily. Hungry Root is...
Yeah,
how Muslim is he? Is he real Muslim?
Yeah, he is a Muslim. But
what are there degrees to Muslimism?
Well, they're...
I don't eat pork without white.
If you blow yourself up, that's black belt. Muslimism.
No, that's jihadism.
Okay.
Dude, you know what? I seriously, I can't have a conversation with him because he is so like your level that you talk at, and you want to portray that you know what you're talking about, is scary to me because to say
being sarcastic.
No, you can't be sarcastic when we're talking about Muslims and then they're getting demeaned because there are jihadists that will do damage. And then you make it that way. I don't understand how you don't understand where there's comedy and it's funny and you are on a platform where you just said something. We're talking about a serious issue and you go, yeah, these Muslims blow. That's the black belt of Muslimness. That is why somebody like a Ben Affleck goes off on a show and looks like a nut job because people say like you just did.
Do you know what irony is?
You don't sound like you know what irony is.
When Dave said in Eddie Murphy's doc, Eddie's had the best seats to life. Dave, so have you. Because when you see those black and white stills of the people he rubs shoulders with, there's no question he's the artist that other artists want to be around.
Yeah, but when he was 14, all the way up until he was doing the Chappelle Show, how good were those seats?
I mean,
they were good. I mean, he was.
Yeah, they were good.
He was getting offers, but he wasn't. Nothing was hidden for him.
I think once he went to Africa, came back, and then put the Netflix specials out, that added to the legend of the Bigfoot. That's when he became Bigfoot. I mean, yeah, at the time, young, and I always said on many podcasts, Dave was a prior to the Chappelle Show, Dave was like
I
a
can't get
boutique
mad.
comic.
Just gotta. It is
Real
what it is.
hardcore comedy fans knew who he was. Black people weren't really up on him the way they are now until Chappelle Show. After Chappelle Show, everybody was on Dave's. And then again, having gone to Africa and the stories.
It burns behind my eyeballs right now.
That created some mystique. The fact that he didn't oversaturate himself like most entertainers do. You only saw him. Dave was so rare to be seen that a Dave Chappelle sighting was like seeing Bigfoot. And that adds to your legend.
So what do you think about those years in between he leaves the Chappelle Show, goes to Africa, and then doesn't work for a while?
Adds to your legend, your mystique.
But what about those? He's paying his bills during those times. How's that working out for Dave?
I mean, I don't think he had a problem paying his bills. Live in buttfuck Ohio, where the rent is $9.
As Mark said, he bought Ohio.
That's after the legend grew.
Yeah.
And the money came. But I'm just saying, like, I look at those black and whites and I just go, wow, that just, you're the guy. You're the guy.
So what's your order? Eddie Murphy, Chappelle, Pryor, and Patrice. What's your order?
That's hard because if you're talking movies, Eddie's number one. If you're talking stand-up, you're not giving Eddie stand-up number one. He only had 2 goddamn specials. Movies-wise, Eddie Murphy, and then really, Patrice wasn't a movie star of any kind. Neither is Dave. Pryor, I would have to go Eddie, Pryor. To me, I can't put movies with Patrice and Dave.
Okay, just stand up then.
Stand up.
What's best or what's the?
No, just overall.
Mount Rushmore, but in order.
Stand up. Dave, Patrice, Pryor, Eddie. Even though, again, I'm respect to the Almighty, Richard Pryor. He's the Almighty. But his stand-up to me fit a time. Well, so did Eddie's, because Eddie's was very 82.
Yeah, but can you have Eddie if you know? That's what I always go by. Can you have Eddie if you don't have Pryor?
Without Pryor? Yeah. No.
So then I have to go Pryor.
Yeah.
If you aspire to do good in the world, you definitely need to understand power, but more than understand it, you need to use it.
Pryor's always going to be my number one. I got to be honest. Pryor's my number one. Everybody throw them all in the ring. Let them fight it out for number 2 and 3 and 4. I can't.
Right.
It's. I don't believe it exists. I think that there's other people that are missing from the list that brought us to Pryor that I think deserve some accolades as well.
Like Red Fox and Gregory.
Red Fox, Gregory, Moms Mabley, Lenny Bruce, because Lenny Bruce went to jail for everyone too, so that you could do what you could do. I think they all are a component to building what Pryor was able to do. But if you don't get to Pryor, this art form isn't this art form.
Yeah.
I mean, Gregory really did. He deserves a huge amount for this as well, though.
So overall, scale 1 to 10, the Unstoppable is a.
1 to 10. And I think it's a 4.
What?
4.
That's not
good.
good.
1 to 10. I was going 1 to 5 in my head. I'm sorry. An 8 or 9. 9.
Oh,
8 or 9. I was doing 1 to 5. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm on my own head.
Ooh, scared the shit out of me. I thought dementia was happening. For me, a strong ass 7.
You know what? I'm gonna stick with my 8.
Sick finish right there,
I thought
dude.
it was the best storytelling that he's done, like in storytelling.
Man, that equanimity is the.
This really had. I really felt like he sprinkled the jokes in where they were needed.
Yeah.
To move the story on, keep the people entertained. Had the callback to the Falcon, the little bits in there about, like you said, owning the town, everything that comes with all these little stories, and then weaving them together. The callback, it's really good.
I don't know how much of this plays into it, but prior to this special, all of Dave's other specials were done like in, I guess, theaters. This was an arena. I think there's something more potently powerful about keeping it a little more contained and intimate versus you got to play to this big space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, because if you're storytelling, it does work better in an intimate crowd, I think.
Right.
Because you have the people in. Here's you want my last complaint though, or do you?
No, absolutely.
To the Israel part. And he didn't say Israel. He said I stand with Israel, which meant Israel. I want to know. You said something.
I'm still confused by that. If he said I stand with Israel,
he said because I'm going to give you a code word, something that I would never say, so that you know I didn't say it. Because I stand with Israel means I don't stand with Israel. Yeah.
I didn't pick that up at all.
Okay. So here's my thing with Dave. Dave is a very powerful voice. We're getting back to the powerful voice.
My voice is very powerful.
Then say say it. Don't just dance around it. Don't just talk about the journalist. Say what you mean. Because listen, you said Dave is a Muslim. Well, so are all the people that so are the 2 million Muslims that live in Israel. I haven't heard anything about that. I want to know, give me the 2 million Muslims that live in Israel. They also live there. They
And
live in Israel.
incidentally, Dave jumped on DJ Khaled because he's Muslim, and he's like, dude.
And he's Palestinian specifically.
Yeah, Palestinian.
Is that not?
Yeah, it's Palestinian. They're not all Palestinians are Muslim.
All right, well then let me
Some
back
of
off
them
that.
are Christians, but yeah, he was talking about.
Oh, okay.
He was talking about him specifically being a Muslim from.
And incidentally, I love that, especially when Dave made the point. It's okay to say I don't know, because too many people, conspiracy theories, they act like they know. It's okay to say I don't know. That's why when you guys go back and forth on some of this politically, I'm out, because I don't know. It's not my thing.
I'm gonna go out on him from now on too, though, because seriously, I don't think that this is a place to have a serious conversation. I really don't.
You don't?
I do, but I don't. Mark plays both sides. Like, he plays this edge.
Whoa, Mr. Both Sides.
No. He plays this edge where he's a comedian and then he's telling the truth. And then he says, but it's irony. But you don't know where. I don't think that it comes off that way. And I don't want to. I really seriously. I have Muslim people that are Muslim in my life that I'm concerned for, care about, and I would never want to conflate the idea. Like, seriously, I mean it too. Of a jihadist versus what a Muslim is, and that's it's more personal than that. And maybe I'm just older, maybe I'm more crotchety, but I really don't. I take it more seriously than that because it is a problem. No, so go ahead and you go ahead and say what you need to say about it, because I didn't catch that it was funny. I didn't catch the irony.
Well, I guess that's my fault then.
No, I mean, I'm being serious though. But don't you? Don't you owe something to a general population that's being?
Oh, you're being all apathetic and sympathetic right now.
No.
You're trying to.
No, I'm not being apathetic. I'm really asking you a question because I think
how many times have we talked about kids die and you go, well, that's what happens in war. Now you're trying to play this card where we gotta be serious. And shit.
No. I'll say it this way: it happens that kids do die in war. Do I want any kids to die in the war? No, I don't want any kids to die. Do I want anyone to die? No. But if we're gonna have a war, what's going to happen? There's a difference, and I don't think that you know how to talk about the difference without leading into either being funny and then serious at the same time, and that doesn't.
So I am funny.
I said trying to be funny. I should have said. I apologize if I gave you too much credit. It's hard. It's hard, and it's a balance.
I looked up your claim on October 7th, journalist. I couldn't find anything.
Well, I'll find it for you afterwards because it's been all over all the
only
media.
Israeli sources, no international sources.
I'll give you international. I'll give you the video.
I want to invite you to a free trading and investing workshop right here in North Orange County that will forever change.
Yeah, there's videos, but when you look into it, it's not necessarily like they're either covering it, but it's not. It doesn't mean that they were in charge. Still, I don't know.
They were shooting guns with their press vest on.
I'm live from the Gaza Strip.
They weren't covering. They were shooting. Dude, when you talk though, and there's so much evidence, and
what high level and what evidence?
It's been on CNN. Dude, you have. I don't know how conveniently you are like this guy who only sees the things that he wants to see. You don't see.
I'm looking it up. I'm just trying to look it up.
Dude, it's been out there for years since it started. Since the war started.
That the journalists were taken over. And that's the.
They have them out there with the guns, fighting, killing people.
But that still doesn't really knock the claim that Dave brought up in the special. If all the journalists died, you're trying to make it act like all these journalists that died were Hamas tied.
That's not. I said 3 times, not all. I said some. I said some of them. And I said it's obvious that it's going to be that way. But I'm not going to get into this whole tirade.
Well, the numbers are important because those are innocent people that were killed.
Okay, what's the number?
Of how many were innocent?
Yeah, how many are the innocent people that were killed?
Let's
see, this is what I mean. He's going to go look, and he's going to go try to find a number of the innocent people being killed. And then show me where it says the innocent people were killed.
So it says overwhelming. I know Dave said past 3 months. I'm not sure what it is, but it says 180 to 250 plus journalists killed.
It was
no major press freedom organization supports the view that these journalists as a group are part of Hamas. Isolated cases of past or loose ties may exist, but they do not represent the broader toll, and evidence for active membership. Combat roles remain contested and unproven in independent investigations. So I read that, and I mean, I know that's just takes a bunch of sources and looks at it and combines it together, but what are you looking at?
So can you just tell me what you just read? Can you tell me what the number of innocent people were? The innocent journalists. So they were all innocent journalists?
So this, of course, it's not going to be like if there's 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 or 20, maybe that's the case. But the majority of them, they don't have any evidence to show that they're Hamas.
They don't have any evidence.
You're just saying because they're Palestinian that they're.
I didn't.
tied to Hamas.
I didn't even say Palestinian. Jesus Christ.
We're creeping up on
Yeah,
a
but
part
no,
2.
but these are the Palestinians. But yeah, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay. And like I said, I give it a strong 7.
I give it an 8. I love the storytelling.
Yeah.
I think Dave is great in this. I think that he has a strong, powerful voice, and he needs to.
My voice is becoming more powerful than I imagined.
He's the only person who could get away with saying that, though. Nobody else could.
That just felt egotistical to me.
A little bit, but he is one guy who can. I mean,
I don't.
It's what we all think.
I don't think that it was egotistical. I think it was heavy.
Heavy.
I think he feels the heaviness of his voice. I think that he's held to accountability now. I think that he wears it's heavy. He who wears the crown is the.
Even that's egotistical.
It
so
is.
So you're the self-proclaimed king?
I didn't say that he said that.
No,
but
he said that. And equanimity. I'm what some would refer to as the GOAT.
Well, he's heard it be referred to.
I've heard it too.
So if he,
But I'm not.
Okay, but I'm just saying. I think he feels the heaviness of it, and I'm calling him out by saying, if you feel the heaviness of it, then understand your voice is powerful and use your words.
Incidentally, here at the hotel last night, again, more testament to how these videos are bananas. Again, between Mark stuff and Vlad, these two YNs. You know they call them YNs now? I didn't know that. You know what YN is?
I don't think we can say it, can we?
Young. So they refer to young black men now as YNs. I didn't know that. That's more this, young generational vernacular. So a couple of YNs were in the lobby last night, and then one guy goes, yo, that's Harry Spears. And this man looked, and they both came up, and they was incidentally waiting on some weed to be dropped off, so they were in there.
And snap. Crunchy hero bite coming up. Footsteps in sand. Got it. Splash for the lava pit. And crunchy snowpack. Ready, 3, 2, 1. That actually sounds epic. We're geniuses. And snap. Crunchy hero bite coming up. Footsteps in sand. Got it.
This nigga's conceptual when I was talking about Vlad. So, yeah, man. The GOAT. What do you call it?
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
No, I think we already used that one. Powerful voice.
The unstoppable something.
Listen, it's called Connect Team, and it's insane. I don't do schedules or timesheets manually anymore.
And it works?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe it. My team puts in their availability, I click auto schedule, and boom, there it goes. No more Excel, no more phone calls, no more group chats. Perfect schedule, like that.
Damn, so all you gotta do is post it.
Yeah, my team loves that it's just one app, so they see their shifts, they can approve it, and I know it's covered.
But wait, what if there's like a last minute change? I mean, that's the afternoon gone, right?
So in that case, I just blast a shift for my team to claim, everyone sees it, and I just assign the first one to pick it up. It literally takes 2 minutes. I'm telling you, it's all in the app. So they clock in, I can see who's working, who's late in real time, and their hours go straight to their timesheets, so I don't have to do anything.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm embarrassed to say, I used to spend 3 days prepping timesheets for payroll. Now it takes, half a day, tops?
Nah, I gotta check this out.
You should.
Hey everybody, Walton Goggins here. Starting a business is never easy, but with GoDaddy Arrow, that endeavor is about to become a whole lot easier.
Just Chappelle, right?
You should like Chappelle review or something. That'd be
so it gets more traction. Unstoppable, just unstoppable. Unstoppable Chappelle
review. Unstoppable review. No.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
Oh, that's not bad. Unstoppable.
Come on, man. He said, West Side. Bullshit.
Review.
Yeah. That really affects the algorithm.
Yeah, I think.
I think
typing in the YouTube and.
I think Chappelle's more important in it than Unstoppable.
Yeah, I do agree. I agree. Chappelle review.
Okay.
Because you get two strong words in there, the Chappelle and then the review, right?
You get two great tastes that taste great together.
That's felt like, what kind of commercial is that?
That's
a gum commercial or a soda?
It's a Reese's peanut butter cup commercial.
Is it really?
Two great tastes that taste great together. You got chocolate in my peanut butter. No, you got peanut butter in my chocolate.
That sounds sexual.
It's the commercial.
My dick and your booty on my two great feelings that feel great together.
Yeah. Not going with you on that one.
All right, dates.
Well, this podcast is going to come out in 4 months because it's 8 hours long.
It's an hour and a half.
I know. Just around.
But at least 20 minutes of that was,
Me
Ali
getting
and
mad at Mark.
Frazier.
It's just you can't say, okay, here's what it is. You can't say something provocative and then try to throw a joke on top of it and expect it to land.
Dave does it all the time.
He's not Dave.
Dave has echoed all my talking points on this podcast. I didn't make him funny, but I had the substance.
No, you haven't.
I said Charlie Kirk was a rage baiter. Brought up journalists. Feels good being vindicated by the great.
I don't know that Charlie Kirk was a rage baiter.
He wasn't.
Somebody that's a rage baiter is doing it on purpose. He believed in what he believed in. Now, if that causes you to be rageous, that's on you.
Yeah, but like when you watch certain things and you see the parts that can quote unquote be taken out of context, that's the shit he would post.
Make it a habit. A 10-minute AI routine every morning. You'll be unrecognizable by Christmas. You in?
So this is how I became the most dangerous person in the room. One habit changed everything.
Listen, you want to call it window dressing? Whatever it took to get you in the store, you got to do. But once you get in the store, that's a different story.
The problem is that
here's the problem.
Other influencers who are much worse, where they have these horrific takes that are just flat out racist.
I'll tell you.
They have rose to prominence.
I'll tell you who's a rage baiter, who, to me, is a Charlie Kirk wannabe. At least with Charlie, he had valid intellectual points. But this guy Myron Gaines,
yeah, sure.
he just feels like he just says to purposely go.
Which one's Myron Gaines?
The nigga that claims he hates.
Oh, I haven't seen him.
Oh wait, I like him. I'm just kidding.
Got him.
But he just says the
Got
wildest.
him.
Is there any validity to some of the things he says? A little bit,
Oh,
but it
this thing?
feels like straight rage.
Oh, but and then Mark should like it because he hates Israel.
He hates black people too, and he is as black as a black person could be.
But he looks weird.
He's one of them that, you know, he's not full. He's damn near, but he's got some other shit in there.
That's a good name, damn near.
Yeah.
What's it? A damn near.
Damn near.
You know what kind of?
He is the damn near. Yeah, he's a damn near.
All right. You want some dates? You're not. We'll already be done with this date. But we're leaving here to go to the Bahamas. But January 2nd through the 4th, we're going to be at Helium Comedy Club in St. Louis. January 8th through the 11th, we're going to be at the Irvine Improv. That is in California, in case somebody didn't know where Irvine was. January 16th, we're going to be at the Soundboard Theater in Detroit, Michigan. January 17th, we're going to be at the GLC Live at 20 Monroe in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And January 18th, we were supposed to be at the Binding Theater, but that got canceled, guys. So if you got tickets, get your money back because we ain't going to be there. January 23rd, we're going to be in Hawaii Theater in Honolulu. January 30th through February 1st, we're going to be at the Improv in Denver, Colorado. February 5th through the 7th, we're going to be at the Milwaukee Improv. And February 13th through the 15th, we're going to be at the Miami Improv. Let's throw in the February 19th through the 22nd, since we haven't been there for a year. We're going to be at the Improv in Houston. That sells out, man. So get your tickets if you haven't got them. I think we're going to have a lot of shows there this time.
Where is this?
In Houston, February 19th.
Oh, okay. I hope so, because that's a lot of cha-ching.
Okay, February 26th through March 1st. I got to add this because it's one of my favorite clubs in the whole country. DC Improv, guys. We're coming back to DC.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to leave it right there. Is that a show?
My voice is becoming more powerful than I ever thought.
Spears and Steinberg.
Thanks for listening to the Spears and Steinberg podcast. For more information on where to find us on the internet, visit spearsburgpod.com.
The sights, the sounds, the styles. Get tickets at Ticketmaster and experience NBA basketball live. Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the NBA.
Can you please just hear me out? No, all work management platforms are the same. Monday.com is the one you'll actually love to use. It lets you set up your workflows yourself. No admin, no long approval process, you're in charge. Did you see the dashboards? They update in real time from your team's day to day, so you're always in control. Oh, freaking.
Yeah, now you guys could all freaking kiss my ass.